Hey everybody, Hank B here with Josh T, and we are our
Our
Two
two
Cents
cents
Media.
media.
So sorry about a little bit of the delay. We know we talked about trying to get these out like the day of the episode, but real world always trumps plans. But we are finally here with episode 8, season 3 of The Mandalorian. And at the end, we will also do an overall. Okay, we're gonna restart one more time. Are we
Okay.
gonna just do episode 8 and then do a season review separate?
Yeah, we could do a season like a due sense about it.
Well, I mean, do we want to do it? Okay, we can do that. I mean, well, we can also do a due sense. So, are we gonna? So this we're just basically going to be talking about episode 8, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and then are we going to give our overall ranking for the season as a whole? So at the end we're going to give our ranking for the episode and then our ranking for the season, correct?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, but we're not going to really talk about the season as a whole. We'll save that for Deuce.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to make sure we're on the same page.
So that way
Okay.
we can talk a bit about everything along the lines.
Okay. Hey everybody, Hank B.
Sorry, I think
okay.
we'd really have to kind of have a day to kind of spend to recalculate all the episodes and
Well, I mean, we don't have to do an average. We can just give how we feel the season was as a whole.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I mean, I'll even say it. This isn't the average. This is just how we feel the season as a whole was. Okay, so ready?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hank B here with Josh T, and we are our Two Cents Media. So we know we wanted to come out with this a little bit sooner. I mean, we still got it pretty quick, but real world always trumps plans a lot of times. But here we are with season 3, episode 8 of The Mandalorian. Before I asked for your information on it, there was a lot of rumors going around about the episode, and we almost did a little pre review prepping for that. And I'm kind of glad we didn't because like the rumors I heard were nothing compared to what was in the show. But speaking of which, the episode, how did you feel about
it? Aside from the rumors, which were pretty good ones, I liked it for the most part. It was interesting to see, Moff Gideon's little mini-me's, his little clones, and pretty interesting that they were going to be force-wielding clones or capable of force-wielding. The overall battle scenes were really cool, and it's just kind of... One thing that kind of got me off was, or not off, but like it kind of got me off guard is like this whole season, Din Djarin's kind of been getting his butt whooped by just about everything. And then all of a sudden he grows some balls and all of a sudden starts doing all this ninja shit. And then, it's hard to say, but like it was overall really cool. I mean, like a lot of special effects, a lot of big explosions, a lot of big booms.
Big bada booms.
I really liked it. I honestly really did like it. I thought the fire at the end of Grogu stopping the fire was a little extensive. Like, I don't think an explosion would last that long.
Well, I mean, it was a vehicle blowing up, so it would have fuel sources and oxygen, like, things in it, so there'd be a lot there to feed the fire off of an initial explosion. Maybe.
Well, it seemed like all fire for, a cave coming down and debris from a ship and debris from rock and debris from everything, but it was just purely fire. So it seemed like there was like a fire-breathing dragon just breathing fire at him. But I mean that was minor. I mean,
yeah,
seemed long and just fire for something coming crashing down from the sky. But I overall liked it. It kind of seemed too cheesy at the end with the getting it home and setting that as like their home base and be living happily ever after, or for now. But I don't know. But that part just seemed a little cheesy, and then I don't know. It kind of felt like he's dreaming, like those moments in movies where people think about doing something really cool, but then in reality they don't do something really cool and something just completely awful happens.
I mean, I kind of get what you're saying with that. Like, overall, the fight scene was pretty cool, although sometimes I look at their fight scenes and I'm like, this is totally, like, stupid way to do warfare. And I mean, they kind of explained why these troopers can stand up a little bit better to getting shot because they were also wearing a version of Beskar, which, but then you got Gideon making his own power armor suit, which is like, okay, are we in 40K now? What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I feel there was a couple scenes in it with Gideon where I felt, man, like, okay, this is why he's the evil lord, and then like could be an evil lord, and then the next scene is like, man, you're just reducing your character down. I mean, he instead of being the brilliant tactician, he wants to be the brute, and I was really let down by that. The way it ended was, there's some people like, oh, it had a sad ending. I'm like, what was fucking sad about it except for the way they did it? I mean, there was nothing really sad in the whole fucking ending.
It was almost too happy of an ending.
I mean, it was a Star Wars ending. I mean, it was really like the end of it, the way they wrapped up everything nice and tidy. But, yeah, I mean, what can I say? So, we're going to talk more about this episode where we really bash it, because this was just our basic review on it. And we're going to talk about the season as a whole in a future due sense. We'll also mention that rumor, one of the rumors we were talking about, in that due sense as well. So please stick around for that. But as we wrap this up, where would you give it? We're going to do this with where would you give it on the Centometer? And then I'll give my Centometer score for just the episode. And then we'll go back to how do we rate it as a whole for the season. So we'll make those two different things. So just on the episode alone, where do you rate it on the Centometer?
An 8.
I'll be honest, I have to agree with you on this episode. I gave it like an 8 as well. There were still some things on it that I was like, it could have been better. It could have been done better. But it had excitement. It had a lot in it, and it kind of did a lot of things that you wanted it to do. So I agree with 8. But now, season as a whole, from episode 1 of season 3 to episode 8 of season 3, what do you give it? And this is not an average score of all of our Centometers. This is how we feel, having watched them at the end. How do we feel about the season as a whole on the Centometer?
How it all lined up. I'm going to give it a 7. A 7.
See, this is what's funny about you and I when we do reviews, because we look at it from different points, but a lot of times we have close to the same score. I honestly give it about 7.5 on a Centometer. Something just kept it from being great, and I think a lot of that greatness was the writing. But it was still entertaining in many ways, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah,
for the most part. But hey, that's my 2 cents. That's Josh's 2 cents. Want to know what your 2 cents are? And remember, coming back with that due cents,